So that is not a typo. It is not misread. It's not the same one from last time. These are 2 more fast track pre-screens that we got back in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, I got no idea there, but let's just see how we turned out on these grades, shall we?
Dark Horse.
Hey, welcome to my world. Yeah. It's the home of the nerds. Sketch said he needed a banger. I might as well throw him a verse. Many looking down on me. Probably think I ain't got a job, but I do. Don't hate. It just ain't a 9 to 5. Entrepreneurship. Stay on that grind and having fun doing it. Look them up on whatnot. Yeah. That's why these people keep tuning in. Dope show. You don't really
What's up, you guys? And how about that little intro, little audio clip, little different, and the new little animation? I wanted a chance to show off to my YouTube community that I just know some absolutely amazing, beautiful humans. Shout out to Oceanside Comics on Instagram here and on YouTube as well, making this absolutely stunning animated little intro for my Sunday shows on Whatnot, where I buy and sell most of my books. And it is absolutely insane. It's so good. It's so good. And I am humbled and honored that he would just do something that amazing. He found a way to make this look super cool. Also, shout out to Ty Love the MC, found here. I heard some of his music on Instagram. I'm like, all right, this is really good. And I just reached out, and I'm like, he's local. And I was wondering, like, hey, man, what would you think about doing, like, I need, like, a 10, 15-second outro. Like, nothing crazy, but just something simple for, like, at the end of the videos I could just put out there and just, like, you know, just put something out there. And he's like, I got you. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So he got back to me, and he's like, I have something for you. I'm like, oh, cool. Is it a little 10, 50 seconds? He's like, no, it's an entire minute and 38-second entire rap. And I'm just like, squeeze me? Yeah, so that's a little clip. If you want to hear the rest of it, it's actually on his Instagram. It is literally, like, just to know these talented humans. When this has no talent. This is just a beard. This is pretty much, yeah, I just yell at my phone. That's kind of what I do. It's kind of my shtick. But these 2 humans, to know them and just to take the chance, and I cannot thank them enough. Seriously, it's mind-blowing. I have no words. It's so cool. That rap is phenomenal. I listen to it a couple times a day. It's so cool. Guys, go check it out. Let me know what you think. It's pure fire. Now, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Like I said, in the title, 2 fast track pre-screens. Not expected from CGC in the next, like, I don't know, maybe 3 months, 3.5 months, 4 months. Got back in 2 weeks. So, yeah, that was a great charge to get immediately. I'm like, what a good problem to have. But these were fast track pre-screens that I sent off books. Now, none of these were pressed, none of these were cleaned. There are a lot of books that were kind of on the cusp. As in, they were books that, like, I don't know if a press would have helped. Maybe it would have, but maybe there's some print rubbing, maybe there's something else, where I'm just like, all right, let's see if they can just make 9/8. And that's what both of these are in an insane record time. So without further ado, let's get into this video, shall we? You'll probably see a lot of these books on some of my upcoming Whatnot sales. That's where I buy and sell all of my books right now. It's insane. Super easy to do. If you haven't signed up for that, please go check the link down below to save you $10 off your first purchase. Also, if you use any Gemini mailers and you don't have a discount or you want to use a discount, just type in SCEF5. You can save 5% off your Gemini mailers, which is like a super cool thing. That's awesome. I order so many Gemini mailers. There's a lot of Gemini mailers in the house. But, you know, hey, they're needed to ship all these books. All right, let's see if we got, oh, that's not good. There's not many slabs in this box. Let's see how big this reject thing is. Okay, this is interesting. It is a massive, it's okay. These are all books that were on the cusp. There are some big hitters in there that if they do make 9.8, they're big books. Now, this is an interesting thing. We now have gotten 2 pre-screens back recently. They both are no longer in Gemini mailers. We used to have the big Gemini mailers that were great to reuse that said raw books inside. And we have now the cardboard with the flap here. I'm not sure if that's saving money, saving time, but it is a little different. I do miss not getting those big Gemini. I wonder if it's the time thing, I wonder if it's the money thing, I wonder if it's a more efficient thing. We will save these for the end. But guys, I want to thank you so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. You guys seem to really enjoy the last one, so that is phenomenal. I appreciate that feedback as always, guys. Also, shout out to Alex's Comic Order. I'm doing that top 10 first appearances in the collection as my next video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this unboxing. Like I said, every book here is going to be a 9.8, so it'd be fairly quick and easy. Nothing to go over, no like, oh, why is it 9.2, why is it 9.0? They're all 9.8s, which is phenomenal. So let's see how they turned out, shall we? First up, we're going to have a copy of... Oh, hey, that's fantastic. New Mutants 98. I picked these up, I think, at a local shop. I think they're like $5 or $10 a piece. These are surprising, going for quite a bit in 9.8s. It's one of those trickle-down effects, right? Where, like, if the 9.8 becomes unattainable, then the 9.6, and then it kind of works its way down. And then it actually works its way all the way down to the facsimile, where the facsimile starts to gain a lot of value. Like, if you look at Hulk 181, that normally sells over, like, $115 in a 9.8, and it's just the facsimile. So there are some facsimiles that do have some potential for growth in the year or two. Next up, we're going to have a copy of... Oh, Justice League number 30, the second cameo of Jessica Cruz. Jessica Cruz has like 3 or 4 different like cameos and then a first full. She has a lot of appearances, but this is a good one to get. Now, it is one of those things where like, did I really need to fast track that book for a pre-screen? Like, nah, maybe. So now I'm trying to get more thoughtful about the process on which books I really do fast track and which ones I just send regular modern. Because that little extra fast track does add up. All right, next up we're going to have a... Oh, that's phenomenal. Very difficult 9.8. I sold one of these about a couple weeks ago, so I was happy to replenish the inventory of my 9.8s. War of the Realms, New Age of Atlas, Swordmaster, a bunch of other appearances. Number 1 and number 2 have gone up exponentially in the last year, with number 2 still overtaking number 1 in value. So no submission is complete without at least one indie, Something to Kill Children, or a Kanto book in there somewhere. So we're going to have a copy of... Oh, beautiful. Number 8, second printing, coming to a whatnot near you. Next up is going to be a copy of... Oh, hey, it made the cut. So this Silk number 1, and that means this submission, I do believe, is the one that has all my Spider-Gwen number 1s. Not first appearances, but just Spider-Gwen 1 of her solo series. Those and this I picked up at a convention probably about a month and a half ago. I got a great deal on all of them. I think the price breakdown came to about $35 for each one. So happy to get the Silk number 1 and a 9.8. Silk is just one of those cool characters where like she needs to show up in something, and I think she will eventually. Next up, we're gonna have a... Oh, hey, made the cut, phenomenal. Like, this is a good one. These I think go close or a little over 200 in a 9.8. So happy that one made the cut. But I know it's crazy. I know there's other people that have been waiting for their CGC books since like maybe last summer. I have no idea how they're doing this, why they're doing this. It is crazy. Now I have submitted just moderns. I don't get any of this pressed by CGC. I'm sending in just batches of 25 or less now. I just sent in a batch of 11 books they just received as of yesterday filming this video, and it's going to be really interesting to see how quick those 11 books come back, because they're all moderns. They're all within the last 2 years of them coming out, so it'll be interesting to see how I'm just interested to see how quickly that fast track modern comes back. Like, if it comes back in another like less than a month, then I'm like, well, shoot, brand new books, fast track, smaller batches, more cost more cost manageable, send out smaller things, maybe one big hit in there, and we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, this will be interesting, because like the last 2 smaller submissions I've sent off came back in an insane amount of time. Next up, we're going to have another copy. Epic. So yeah, that means one keep, one to sell. That's how I do it, right? Try to get submit multiples, but not too many. I try not to submit too many unless I know they're perfect. Because I think sometimes, maybe, you know, how the human eye, if they look at the same thing repeatedly over and over again, they will start to find flaws, because it's such, I don't know, at least that's how my brain thinks. Next up, we're going to have oh, yes, both 9.8s on the New Mutants, 98 facsimile. It is still a surprisingly, like, crazy book. Oh, I recognize the back of this one, so that's easy enough. Can't miss this book. Paper Girls number 1, Brian K. Vaughan. Beautiful wraparound, all yellow. Like, this is supposed to be a show eventually, and it's one of the books that they got hot, then it cooled off, then it got hot again, and now something's like, all right, now I have the copy. Now we're just gonna sit and see what happens. All right, next up we're gonna have ooh, what is this? Ooh. Just a Star Wars Clone Wars number 8, just the 8th appearance of Ahsoka. No big deal. No, I just really enjoyed the Star Wars Clone Wars, those first early issues, and just thought this was a great cover, and it looked like it was in perfect condition as well. Following up that Star Wars, we're going to have a... Oh, this is... I knew it! If you remember this from a previous video, this had received a 9.2. Yeah, I know. I thought so. I looked the book over 2 or 3 times, under light, under magnifying glass. I found nothing wrong. There were no grading notes. And I cracked it open, looked through the entire book, and also found nothing wrong. So at the end of the day, hey, they're humans. Sometimes they make mistakes. So I sent it back in. That's what a... Yes. Yes. Just so I knew what I'm doing. That's a win for me. Back of it says Radiant Black, so I know what that's going to be. Which cover, though? Okay, just a 1 in 10. Just a 1 in 10. Nothing too crazy on that one. Alright, after that, we're going to have a... Oh, beautiful. This is a great book. Both this one and the action cover. What if Peter Parker became the Punisher? Surprisingly, also a pretty valuable book right now. Oh, this last book, I recognize the back. Shout out to his drunken chat son, Mighty Mel v. Uncle Mel. Turned me onto this series. You can't even see it, it's so bright. This is the Niobe She Is Death Stranger Comics. This is a beautiful book. It's so shiny, you can't even see. Can't even see. So, like I said, beautiful book. Look at that. He turned me on this series. Like I said, Niobe is supposed to have some more stuff coming out about the series. Either a series or a show or movie, but he told me to pick these up at New York Comic Con, and there was like a whole set. There was this cover, a couple other foil covers, and they are beautiful books and also very hard to track down. I couldn't find any comps on the book before. I found regular covers that weren't foil, but I have no idea. I forgot what the printer was and stuff like that, but this is just a gorgeous book. So that is box number 1. Oh yeah, rejects. Rejects. Alright. Alright. It's 11 rejects. You know, we're going to do these rejects. We're going to send them right back in, baby. I'm going to look them over real quick, obviously. See if there's anything glaring that I did miss. But if I didn't miss anything, they're going to send it right back. And there'll be a whole new video. We'll go over the rejects real quick, though. We got Batman Beyond. Oh, my God. As I break it and not make it resendable. Batman Beyond number 37. This is the 3 Jokers, Justice League number 50. The Devin appearance on here, Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur number 32. A much harder to find Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur number 7 variant. Beautiful book that I picked up for $2. Black Panther World of Wakanda number 1. Surprised I actually had one of these lying around my short box that I picked up for cover price back when it came out. Edge of Spider-Man number 1. Agents of Atlas number 1. Okay, alright. One of my Spider-Gwen didn't make the cut, but it'll be sent back in. I'll look it over. Had 2 copies of number 2. Like I said, Hard 9.8, the black back makes it challenging. So like I said, printer up, can't press out, so see if how they affect the grading on there. Had 2 copies not make the cut. These are hard books just because of all black back. So shows off all the printer rub. But like I said, this is a pretty clean copy that may be sent back in. Oh, and last book is a Crow homage. This is Stray Dogs. This is a 1 in 10. Second printing that I thought was pretty stunning, so did not make the cut. This one I felt was on the cusp. But yeah, so the 11 rejects. So I guess we'll see how many rejects we got in box number 2, and maybe that'll just be one big submission. Alrighty guys, time for box number 2, another pre-screen that also came back in an insane amount of time. So let's see if we can get that reject, maybe. I did get excited for that. I thought there were no rejects, but there's definitely a reject one in here. Now, unfortunately, CGC, this reject box was not packed as nicely, as in they were just kind of in there. So we'll see. Now, it's safe to assume that there is a pattern. I have received 3 pre-screen boxes back within the last couple weeks. They all have been the same, where no more Gemini mailer for your reject, and they're using a lot less of that like accordion cardboard, where now the accordion cardboard is just on the sides, not in the front and back, but just on the sides, and none on top. Now you just bubble wrap top. Now I'm not sure if that's a cost-effective thing or a speed thing, but it's different, and I do not like the new boxes. Give me back the old corrugated accordion type cardboard. They were phenomenal to send books out in, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, and we're gonna move on. Alright guys, once again, got a big stack of some CGC, all give me 9.8. Now like I said, I think this is the pile. I can't remember, there's one of these pre-screen submissions I sent in. I sent in like 10 copies of the same book. Probably should have done that, but I wanted to test it out. I didn't have too much in the books, and they're still kind of valuable at 9.8, but we'll see if this one's it. First one up, we're gonna have a copy of Oh yeah, this one's gonna be it. So this is New X-Men 114, first appearance of Cassandra Nova. Also where the Grant Morrison storyline begins. So like I said, this is a book. I think this is gonna have like 8 or 9 of them in there. I picked them all up from a local shop, like last summer. I think I paid, it was like $8 per book. Now I think in 9.8 they're over 100. If any last souls, I'll add them here. But I think I submitted all 9 of them because I'm just like, let's see what happens. Now that's one of the things where like, all right, I need to just get smarter about which books I am fast tracking and which ones I'm not. Next up, stunning. This is a beautiful book. This one I picked up at C2E2 along with this. So this book, this is gonna be there's gonna be some more Invincible books in here. This is gonna be a very hard to get rid of. This is an absolutely stunning Invincible 100 foil wraparound cover. So. Yeah, this is pretty. Very pretty. Yeah, I think it has a couple good Invincible books in here. At least we'll see which ones made the cut. Next up, going to have very nice, Invincible Returns, #1. This is actually the first print. There's actually a very, very expensive second printing where instead of yellow, it's a blue lettering. Follow that Invincible up with hey, let's go. Oh, man, all right. This is the Star Wars Boba Fett. This is the Bounty on Barracuda. This is actually a surprisingly expensive 9.8 because the book's just so old. So one shot that many of out there. I picked this up at a local show about a month ago. I think I paid $10 for it. So 9.8, I think are close to 200. So that's definitely a win. Next up, we're gonna have beautiful. Like I said, this cover goes without any explaining. We know what that is. Just in case, this is Star Wars #20. This is the first Mando Baby Yogurts. I've watched too many Spaceballs. This is Mando and Grogu on their first comic cover. They've appeared on a magazine cover, but this is their first comic cover, and the market says this is a valuable book. Who would have guessed? Ooh, some more Something and Feeling Sugar Goodness. Which one is this? This is the... Oh, yes! This is going to be impossible. There it is. There we go. I'm like, how do I get this on screen? There she is. This is the #21 Ash Can. I picked up also at a local show. I paid $70 for it. Yes! Because I didn't get when the date came out. I was still mad. This is going into my little private James the Fourth stash. This is awesome. This is the one I wish I would have sent into the signing. That I sent it in before I think I knew about the signing. This would have been a Can I still send it? No, it's probably too late. This would have been a phenomenal book to get like double signed. But beautiful #21 Ash Can. The back of it spoiled it. Shout out to my buddy Eric. He hooked me up with this book. Granted, I did play. Granted, I did play a little close to FMV on this one, but still, the Strange Academy #1, the Ramos wraparound. Like I said, this is not the most expensive Strange Academy #1, but it's probably one of my favorites. Like the wraparound Ramos character. I just love it. All right, follow that up with beautiful Invincible number. Like I said, I just sent in all the Invincibles because they all look so pretty. I bought this all at C2E2. I bought them in one big bundle deal. I think I paid like $240 for like 10 of them, and one of them had the really expensive issue #115, that very controversial cover. I'm not going to go into it. If you want to look it up, just Invincible 115. You'll find it for yourself. But like I said, it's a valuable cover because of the controversy behind it. Crazy, I know, but that's just what it is. Next up, we're going to have there it is. This is the Invincible 110. This is I think it's north of like 200, 250 in a 9.8. Crazy book. But yeah, very controversial. If you just go look at it for yourself. But like I said, I bought that Invincible book, which was the most expensive of the bundle. I think he had like 120 on it. I picked out about 6 or 7 maybe only like 8 or 9 Invincible books for a grand total of like $220. That one book in 9.8 in essence pays for all of them. That other Invincible books are just icing on the cake. Next up, we said we're gonna have these are gonna be the Cassandra Nova 9.8 there. Let's see how many of those we got in 1, 2, because they all have the same back. 3. All right, we're gonna Invincible wraparound again. Like I said, this is part of that bundle deal. This is a beautiful. Now this is a really cool Invincible book. So you can tell here. It actually is, this opens. This is a quad gatefold. So in essence, like this opens and opens again. And the back opens and opens again. So like, beautiful, insane, awesome wraparound. Just Ryan Otley getting to draw all the other Image characters. the coolest thing. So like I said, just another great Invincible number 60 wraparound. Another Cassandra Nova. Another Cassandra Nova. Hope she pops off. Another Cassandra Nova. Ooh, alright. Last book is a Cassandra Nova. Looks like 7 of, I think, my 9 copy of that X-Men 114 made a 9.8. So that's really cool. Alright, let's check out these rejects, shall we? Now, like I said, with these rejects, I'm also going to go over and double check and see if I find anything glaring. If I do, no. But if not, you can send back and see what happens. First reject up, like I said, I paid a little more than this. I bought this one. I paid a little more than I thought I wanted to for back in December. This is Ice Cream Man number 1, the second printing. Oh no! Part of that. This is an expensive book in a 9.8. This one I'll double check, but I'll probably send back in. The Battle Beast cover is stunning. Oh man. Invincible number 89 did not make the cut. No! I guess I didn't even realize it without looking. Oh, I was trying to get lucky on this one. This one I think I was like, we'll see. Stunning copy. Spider-Gwen number 0, second printing. This is Spider-Gwen number 24, the Venomized variant, but this is where she becomes Gwenom. Oh, looks like I actually had 3 copies, so I had 10 total. So 3 copies did not make the cut. So that's actually not terrible, and heck, I might send this all back in. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to do that. Oh, hey, that's much better. That's much better. We actually had 17 graded books this time and 8 rejects. So that's a total of 19 rejects, which is pretty much enough to do another pre-screen. Just going to add 6 more books in there. I'm probably just going to send them all back out and just see what happens. Just like I said, it'll be interesting. This time I will not send it out fast track. I'll just send it out regular and see what happens, guys. But that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for always tuning in. Always comment down below. I love you guys all so much. Thank you for everything you do for me. I truly appreciate it. This is my full-time gig now, so doing this, doing whatnot, doing a slew of conventions starting in May, so I can't wait for that. Expect a lot more vlog videos coming out starting at MegaCon. I'm looking forward to that, guys. But thank you guys so much for everything. Truly appreciate you. That's it for this one, guys. Skeff, out.